Hello all, it is Kiwis Wellbeing Wednesday and today is the 3rd of March 2021. Firstly, I hope you're all keeping safe and well in the current climate. Now, as you know, I've always been talked about mental health wellbeing, and I've talked about individuals doing what they need to do to try and help themselves, and also friends and families to support them. What I thought I'd do is share with you an analogy that I came up with, in fact, just the other day when I was helping somebody through some difficult times that they're going through. Now, what I talked to them about was trying to relate it to them to something that they might understand. And the relation that I want to put it to is this: it's about football. Now, this week and next week, I'm going to relate to the same thing. This week, I'm going to talk about the individual and how that might feel. And next week, I'm going to talk about friends and family and what you can do. Now, the analogy that I'm talking about is this. Now, as a football player, if you're a goalkeeper and you're standing in goal on your own, it can be a very lonely place. Now imagine somebody's coming towards you, it's a striker or whatever it might be, and they're firing balls at you. One person doing that can be manageable, but then 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 start doing it, actually it becomes unmanageable. Now just relate that back to your own mental health. When lots and lots of things are firing at you, it becomes unmanageable. What you need to have is a defence in front of you, and that defence is your friends and family. Once they're there, actually they can supplement some of those things coming in and make it a little bit easier for you to manage. But that's not enough sometimes. You need a midfield. You need some more people to help you to stave off those things. And eventually what will happen is when you've got centre forwards, what you can then start to do is push back on all the things that are coming towards you. You can start to take control of that game, and you can start to take control of what's happening for you. And so I'll relate that back to mental health wellbeing. When we're standing in goal alone, it can be very lonely with lots and lots of stuff coming towards us. We need some help, we need some support. But it's down to us to be able to call the defenders over and say, I need help. We need the defenders then, and yourselves need to call the midfielders and say, you need to stand your ground. And then when we start having a team together, we can then start pushing forwards. But just consider that first analogy. When you're on your own as a goalkeeper, it can be a very, very lonely place. But then when you speak up and you ask for help and you ask for a defence to stand in front of you and give you some support, it's not a lonely place anymore. So I want you to relate that back to mental health wellbeing. And if you're going through a challenging time and you're sitting there thinking, should I talk up? Should I speak up? Just think about that team analogy of people being around you. Because alone, mental health wellbeing is difficult. It's really hard. But with friends, family and loved ones around us, it becomes more manageable. And as I posted earlier on, when we replace the word of illness, take the I away and put the W in front of it, it becomes wellness. That's Kiwis Wellbeing Wednesday for today. Please do look after yourselves and each other, and I'll catch you again next week. Cheers.